Hey everyone. Hi. Uh yeah. Welcome to probably the well, I feel so bad for putting that as my title, but yeah, I was in a car accident. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm recovering. Um, I no bones are broken thankfully, but I'll tell you I'll give you the gist before I start working on some animation today. So essentially uh, Pal Pal, my significant other, was driving us home. It was about a 5 minute drive from one place to the other, and while we were on an intersection, we we had the green light. Everything was we had the right of way. Is Smitty paying for the hospital bill? No. Um, but this so this was, by the way, this was um not last Thursday, but the Thursday before. So I've had some time to recover, thankfully. I've been sore as hell. But essentially, we were on an intersection. We had the green light, and um, it was like a flatbed truck, like a work truck. It wasn't it wasn't a big rig, but it wasn't a pickup truck either. It was a a truck that you would use in landscaping and agriculture with a big old hopper in the back. Imagine Truck Coon. It looked exactly like that. Um, Boy T-boned us on her side, the driver's seat side. We're both okay. We're both alive. Thank the stars. Um, Pow Pow got out of it with 2 fractured ribs. I got out of it, thankfully, with more topical injuries. We both did, but bruises, lacerations, or not lacerations, just abrasions, and just overall soreness for the past week. It's still lingering, but I'm okay. Uh, I'm assuming the truck driver is also okay. But I'm, but I am not going to disclose anything, regarding them because I don't know anything, and I probably wouldn't. That's more like yeah. All we know is that we are not liable. We had the right of way. We were in the right, and the other person was not in the right. Um, I believe it's the second accident I've ever been in, and it is the most scary accident I've ever been in. Um, yeah, that's that story. I didn't run into a Camaro. No, I did not run into Bumblebee. That boy. Uh, an isekai project failed. I'm 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 glad we didn't get
This is
isekai'd.
for you. Hope you get better.
Thank you so much, J Killa. Oh man. But yeah, we the car is totaled, but that's fine. We're not necessarily we're just happy we got out of it with our lives. That's all. That's all it is. Just a little bit of trauma. A little bit of trauma, a little bit of scrapes. Uh, but yeah. Let me start this out now. Okay, so uh so it's kind of funny to just kind of transition from that to this where, oh, by the way, these don't pay attention to those. Those are not yet. Those are not yet. I didn't double check the file before I came in here. So some of this is I'm not animating the crash, but I think it is a wild transition to go from car crash on I had a car crash on an intersection to a couple of train wrecks on an intersection, walking along an intersection. Oh my goodness. PTSD, yeah, for sure. I I'm pretty sure we were borrowing one of Pow Pow's family's vehicles, and we came back the same way because, like, oh, that, that's I thought that would, like, oh, let's we could get some closure from it, just kind of just see that it's not gonna happen twice. Lightning can't strike twice. And it didn't, thankfully, but we had a little we had a little bit of a we were jumpy, we were panicky. Almost. But yeah, it was. We're thankful that everything went off mechanically in the car, though. Is the MVP of the story, I think, because it saved our lives. It had all the airbags went off, all the all the safety measures were working. Yeah, I'll put on some music to kind of lighten the mood. I'll try. Let's do this one for right now. I've got a playlist in front of me of a bunch of tracks that I've written over the years. So everything you hear that's on the playhead right now, this is all me. Hello, Seth. Yes, I'm okay. I've been just sore. I've mostly been taking care of Pow Pow because she's got the fractured ribs. She's in the healing process right now, and that is painful in and of itself. Okay, quick test. Can you all hear the voices? Coming from Blender. That was a that was a wild time to pause. Hey, can you guys hear the voices? Here's a little test. Okay, wonderful. That's the way it should be. So I don't, annoy you guys with the same voice line over and over and over again. Okay, so I need. Where's Kraz? Where did he go? He's right here. Is this the right one? Seems to be. Perfect. So he is gonna be. Sort of just looking around at the Got the McStarbies over here. Got the Techno Cinema. Ha ha ha. Over here. Sorry, I'm reading chat. The ribs did not puncture a lung. That all it was is just fractured ribs. It's, you know, minor fracture. It was she is fine other than that. She's actually been doing full work days pretty well, so that's good. But yeah, we've spent the past week just recovering. This might be a little... How's the levels? Music too loud? Music too soft? Might need to turn this down, actually. Yeah, we're waiting for that sweet, sweet insurance payout. Who is the green person? That's Cinna. She's currently, she's not a real person right now. She's our TTS for like super chats and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the kind words. It means a lot. Press up and screwed off. Screwed horizontally off. Okay, there we go. Is that... Okay. That's where that's supposed to go. Right? I'm not misremembering anything. This is... Yep. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to have... Huh, perfect timing for that.
Did the car survive? Moi.
No, thank you. Oh my god, thank you so much. The car did not survive. But it's not a big deal to us, honestly. We have other, you know, methods of transportation here. Turn on auto keys. No, come on, man. That needs to... How do I... Wow, this is... This is not great. Okay. Take that tilt off. Can't believe this is the first stream I genuinely tuned in to watch. That's crazy. But you know, good a time as any. Just glad you're here. Let me... By the way, what you're hearing right now is a soundtrack I did for Adrenaline Dubs for their... one of their, IDW Sonic comic dubs. Smitty is not making me to pay Smitty and... Let's try that one again. Smitty does not pay me to make Smitty animated. Smitty animated is just a for fun thing that I started. And it's, you know, consequentially how he came to, you know of my work. I think the first time he contacted me was, about the Smitty orchestrated track. He was like, hey, can I use that for my outro? And I'm like, hell yeah. So, to kind of like narrate what's going on here in this scene, they hear a very scary noise from off screen in the distance. And they're just like, oh no, that does not sound good. I've done all of Doki's facial animations. I just need to do his body anims. Armed milk bag. Milk bag is armed. I didn't realize. Okay. What's going on here? Is that just me forgetting to... Okay, yeah, that's me. That's my bad. I thought I, like, accidentally deleted part of the gun. I scared myself for a second. Blarg Potato. The Blarg and Puffer and Grizzy and all of them are back at the hangar, I'm pretty sure, from the hideaway. That's next animation. I can't wait to get back to them because there's so many things that I have completely, you know, there's so many like little fun little animations that I want to do that, you know, and the arc, the timeline of Treadmill Terror is stopping me from doing them. I could potentially, like, kind of cheat, fast forward, and, like, have some, like, little short animations to the side that aren't, like, part of the Treadmill Terror canon. But I'm stubborn. I might actually consider doing that. But for the moment, I am extremely stubborn. Yeah, Droid got his second rework. he got like a repaint and some cat ears after he exploded in the Minecraft charged creeper animation. And then I gave him a glow up for the BBL short. The ad that they had on Clueless. Oops, that's a little janky. This might have to be a frame by frame. Yep, looks that way. Is that? Oh. Gives me an idea. Oh, perfect. See how I kind of like... Huh? What? Huh? That was completely unintentional, but sometimes it works. Oh. Oh, come on. What's going on? There. I don't know why, but every so often Blender just like decides that it wants to tank the CPU. Okay, now, for the moment, I'm just gonna focus on these animations here. It's weird because like I have to have like kind of feather hands for him. I've never really done this kind of thing before. I'm assuming at this point the team is sort of. Oop. This looks so derpy. Just an entire like 130-degree head tilt, head jerk. Just what's going on there? What's happening in this frame right now? What's going on? Okay, so just imagine like like his glasses are a little loose. His sunglasses. So I imagine they like jostle a little bit. Let's. There we go, and then. Maybe he wide. Maybe he eye wide. Wait, is this? Yep! Oh my god! Gotta pause the music for a second. This is something... I'm pretty sure I sound designed this. Yeah, I did. Oh no. Oh no. This... Wait. Wait. No, hold on. Hold on. No, please. Okay, give me a sec. I need to... Yeah, these are... Yeah, that's the one. That's the... that's the one. That's the one I'm using. That's perfect. I got the wiggle bones. Is it complaining because I've got a scene? Why is it complaining? There we go. Okay. Back to your regularly scheduled selection. If I do a play every frame on this, what does it look like? Not bad. The point of putting crowds in space is they played heavenly bodies. That's why they're in space. By the way, JKLO, who I add kind of just depends on the clip that I animate. So if, you know, Docky and Swagger Souls and McCreamy are in, Nuclear Nightmare with Smitty and Cryos, then you bet I'm gonna be working my ass off trying to make some new models. Okay, then... Oh yeah. This track I'm actually kind of happy about because it just showcases how weird I can get with music. There's a very good possibility I'll extend that, but not soon. This one is also kind of a charm to make. It's another Adrenaline Dubs track. Oh my god. Munchie, you weren't here for the whole explanation, but essentially, I was in an accident. I'm fine. The person driving is fine, but she's recovering more than I am because she has 2 fractured ribs. I thankfully have no broken bones, but I'm more worried about her right now. We are, we weren't really like doing anything too out of the ordinary. We were just crossing an intersection. We had the green light, we had a right of way, and then all the safety mechanisms on the car were thankfully working. But long story short, we got T-boned. It wasn't our fault. Ow. That's how it's been for the past week. Doing as well as we can. That's all I can think to say right now. Other than what I've explained before. At the beginning of this stream. Speaking of Pow Pow, the Pow Pow just got home from work. She is currently greeting the cat. As far as her treatment goes, we're just like literally we got out lucky enough to the point where we're, you know, we weren't in necessarily any need of any like surgery or anything. We didn't have to stay overnight at the hospital, at the trauma center. We just needed the prescription they gave us was pain management. So healthy dose of Tylenol, ibuprofen whenever feel the ouch. We feel the ouch coming on. This is a wow, the texture really kind of blends with itself, doesn't it? Here's a good tip for, you know, animations or renders. If you're rendering images or animations or videos, yeah, you don't have to make it look good from every angle, but only from one, and that's your camera. So if something, let's say I want to have, you know, let's say I want to have him do like a pose, but the Cryos do a pose, but his arms, he arms too short, and they don't reach, and they're too small, and the perspective is just boring. And I want to make him look like he is like doing the oh banana pose from the new Donkey Kong game, which by the way is absolute fire. It's awesome. But you know, let's say I'm gonna have to put this camera back, but say I want him in that pose, but it just looks kind of meh. Let's see if it'll handle a cycles render. Let's say, you know, I want the the other fist to come out like this. Maybe rotate a bit. Come on. There you go. And then further back. And then I want this guy over here to come further forward and be bigger. And maybe I can have his tail segments back here. That looks pretty dynamic, right? Hopefully. If I just take out the background here, see what that looks like without it. It looks sad. Maybe I want him to have a little like, ah, yeah, he happy now. But yeah, this way he looks like he's, you know... Sorry, I hear the cat in the background. He's being cute. But yeah, it looks this way like he's like, oh, he's doing a big ol' like, ho! Like a Superman pose. Now, bear with me. This is what it looks like from another angle. It looks so wonky. But that's fine. Because you only need it to look good from one angle. Perspective is everything. You know what I'm craving? A little perspective. So yeah, there's a little quick tip for y'all. I need. Wow, that's some scary strings. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Maybe nix the sad and replace it with a wide. There we go, that's some nice. If we were to not necessarily need this to be solid. There we go. Now I can look at what he's. See how his eyes are doing at all times. That looks pretty good. Maybe have his. Maybe if you wanna. Maybe if I want to be a little bit more thorough. Could have his hat kind of. Just a little bit of hat wiggle. And then there we go. Maybe like have Smitty and Kraus give each other a look of like, what the hell was that? Maybe so good. Let's join right, just because we don't need that anymore. Third-person video game. Don't envy third-person video game animators. Yeah, like, okay, but in any form of animated media, there is a lot of nuance that goes into, you know, making characters look like they're alive and not just stilted. But yeah, it's in video games especially, there's a I don't know how to describe it. There's a set. Oh yeah, by the way, that was going turbo. There's a template. The template? No. Sorry. My brain is slowly getting more and more tired. So, when a character is made for a video game, they make very different sets of, like, various sets of animations for it. Like, you have idle poses, you have little, you know, every so often you'll get tiny little, like, idle animation. That's just like, if you're idling up for a bit, it's like, hey, I'm gonna do this little action, and then go right back to the idle pose. And then there's got to be an animation for, you know, walking slowly, running or jogging, and then sprinting, and jumping. But the jumping can be, you know, spliced into different things. Like if let's say there's a jump, and then you land, and the landing is a separate animation. Or if your character does like 5 flips in the air while going down, you know, going down a large, like, chasm. I'm thinking of DK Bonanza again. God dang it. But the main thing I'm trying to get across is, like, there is so much nuance that goes into making what you see on the screen in a video game, or, you know, even a baked animation, fixed media, to make a world and its inhabitants seem alive. This is very unfitting music timing, I think. but you get what I'm saying, I think. I'm wondering if I can, like, reach his hand across. By the way, I hear her playing Bonanza in the background. I hear Pow Pow playing Bonanza. But yeah, so for the most part, we're doing okay. We're just trying to heal. It's all pain management. I need to find and also Jafar. Maybe? Perhaps. I'm proud of that one. This machine, but it's like a Sly Cooper-ish jazz cover. I'm happy with how that turned out. Now we need just a... Come on. Interesting. Oh. And here come the allow list ones. Oh, this is the remix. This is the Maximus Prime remix of a song called Manic Botanic. I need a quick way to like have him de-equip his weapon. What does a car crash sound like? Give me a sec. What's a car crash sound like? I don't know. Maybe something like something like. Thankfully, Blender didn't crash. This is just a meme. You think I'd sample that? You think I'd think to sample one of the scariest moments of my life? No, all seriousness though. For the sake of people who are just joining in, I just to tell you guys, I'm fine. The person, my significant other who was driving is fine. We're you know, our injuries are minimal compared to what it could have been. We got T-boned in the middle of an intersection. Ow. That's the conclusion. Ow. Okay, so that's all good, but like that might be good. Just a quick little like retract. And then maybe he, rotates. Okay, I gotta put the music back on. I will say, just by the way, there has been a part of me that has been having the morbid fascination to like crudely recreate the accident in Blender. Just be like, oh, this is how I remember it happening. I remember the smoke coming out of the engine. The engine was no longer functioning, but apparently we drove it into the corner of the intersection and a tree. I think Pow Pow was in shock because of the trauma. I remember the smoke going into my lungs, so I had to get the hell out of the car. So, but yeah, we're good. By the way, this track, I haven't listened to this in years, but it's a track called Manic Botanic, which I made for an album called Avastera the Music Discs, which needs an upgrade by now, especially with that old cover art. But where is it? Avastera, the Minecraft miniseries. That's only gotten one episode out, and the second episode progress had to be reset because I started using new rigs. But they're good rigs, so I want to keep using them. But yeah, Maximus Prime did work with me in the remix of that, and that was awesome. That's on an album that you can find on Spotify and iTunes, etc. Looks too smooth. Yeah, I need to like have him more trembly. Maybe that can loop. Yeah. That gives me an idea. Okay, so first of all, I had a. This was a fun little sad ditty to compose. Maybe have his feet apart, like so. Oh, nice. And this is... want to have him like tap dancing around. Just like scrambling. I think that'll do. It's so jittery. Oh my god! If we just have. And then we let me just okay, good. That's so cartoonish, I love it. Maybe have him just a little bit further out. Because we don't have everyone in the shot yet. Swagger and McCreamy are still... Maybe cut to another camera and then cut back here. I want to have these guys. Cool. So now, this is, this is almost 5 seconds of animation that we've rendered in the past, past hour and a half. So, okay, I'm gonna just select everything here. Try to... Oh, no, it's not gonna do that? Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Sorry about that. Give me a sec. Oh yeah. I meant actually. Music's still good for you guys. Not too soft. This is Churning Turning, which I believe is a very relevant song, especially in today's time. especially this year. And how can you stand around when we can barely breathe? See how that looks. That's devilishly cartoonish. I love it. I might actually play the vocal version of that. Um, I'll turn it up so you guys can hear it. Tank Prism, we are okay. I am okay. Pow Pow has, it's long story short, we got T-boned on an intersection. We're not at fault. And ow. We've both been very sore. And she has 2 fractured ribs that are healing. I need him to do like in this next camera shot, I need him to do like he goes up like close to Smitty and like it's like presses his face up against the side of his. Maybe. Hello. There we go. This is... I could easily just leave it like this. But, like, I want to be more thorough about it. For instance... Middle of the bright crimson sky. Sorry. Die. The little shape key for him to be like, for his makes a little indent in the milk bag. And then maybe
knowledge untold. You're simply too scared that you have no control. This isn't reality. This is a cage of fear and pain, loathing and rage. Are you really that oblivious? Are you really that blind? It's an idiot's game, and you win every time. So step right up and claim your prize. You're not disciples, you're mindless courage.
Nope, not that one. Forgot shuffle was still on. Maybe his... I wonder how the Wigglebones will respond. The Wigglebones. Huh. Oh, this one. This one I was actually commissioned for by the man himself. Reminds me of Spyro. What specifically about this reminds you of Spyro? I'm kind of curious. And what Spyro games? The PSX ones. Yeah. The OG PSX ones. Man of culture over here. Those are the ones I grew up with. And then in A Hero's Tale, they turn Moneybags into an Arabian Bazaar owner. Man's accent has changed like 3 different times. 4 different times, maybe. Okay. And then... Every so often I feel like I have the ability to just pull off bullshit like this. He does a little like noise and then I think that'll be good. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is not my Mr. Comparison Man. Not my size comparison cube. The Pow Pow has joined us. The Pow Pow said meh. You know you can say actual words too.
That's less fun.
True. This is my size comparison cube. I need to like hide it underneath the geometry. There's another one! A meeting of the minds. wait. A meeting of the minds underneath the geometry. One used to be a cube. The other used to be a plane. Together, they will make size comparisons across the known multiverse and beyond. Okay. I'm gonna stop tripping balls for just a second. So while they're having that moment there, I'm gonna move Cryos over here. Oh, I remember I was gonna have a remember why I opened Photoshop now. I needed to put like a sorry we're closed sign over here. For the reasons. I miss Bionicle as my childhood. It's a shame Lego just continued it and brought a sense of unity. I get it. Yes, I grew up with Bionicle. Yeah, it was my childhood too. I believe the first God, I'm second guessing my entire existence now, because the first real, like, official character I was given was Pohatu. Toamata Pohatu. 2001. That was a birthday present. I was like, oh wow, this is a really cool thing. I wonder if there's more. And there were more. The reason I say I'm second guessing myself is because before that, I had seen them before as the McDonald's, the McTorin, the McDonald's Matorin that they sold as like Happy Meal toys. I think if we really want to be accurate, my first Bionicle was Maku. Little tiny disc carrying McDonald's era Maku. Give me 1 second, sorry. Okay, I'm back. And yes, it would be great if they continued the franchise where they left off. Although that is a... I'm skipping that. That was a very loud one. It would be kind of neat. It would, okay, so... It'd be neat if they brought back the original, you know, figures and stuff. The original sets. It would be also neat if they revised what's all, you know, what they already have as canon. You know, for the sorry, that was wrong. If they revised the figures with the same canon, not some, you know, dumbed down G2 canon. Same Matoran universe, but updated sets, you know. But there's another option that I've been thinking about, and it's the exploration of events and people, and you know, and all the everything that was not covered, that is strictly like, you know, word of mouth and word of book lore in the Matoran universe. And on Barra Magna, I think, as well. Just kind of explore what wasn't explored before with figures or with the toys, with the sets. Take the expanded canon, expanded universe, and kind of make more stories off of that. It doesn't have to be the main story. It just has to be something, you know? I want something. I can't just make the actual like peakest of peak Lego toy line and then refuse to elaborate and then leave. Here, let me see. I'm gonna choose. Let's do the ultimate sad song. Because I'm feeling sadistic. Mostly to myself. How about next I give you guys a little bit of Oakhaven. This is a really interesting one to compose. I'm gonna give myself about half an hour warning, just because it's getting to that time where I am going to need to make food. Also, hello, Shrimp Animations. How is it going? Oh. That might actually be... Excuse me. And man, now you talked me into it. Well, that's awesome, man. Best of luck to you. Oh, goodness. How am I... Part of me is like, I really shouldn't be lazy here, and I should have him do a walk cycle. But part of me is like... Also, he's a duck. He would fly. Actually, that might be easier. I was gonna just have him, like, warble over. Warble over? But, you know, like... Not necessarily... I think I might have Smitty just helicopter over. That'll be easier on me, I think. Let me, what kind of English is that? Let me know if you guys have any questions about the music, because it is all, so far it has all been stuff I've composed. Whether it be, you know, original tracks or covers or remixes. Actually, no, not remixes. Covers, well, if it's covers of anything, it's covers of Sonic tracks. This is an original, by the way. Featuring two very, very wonderful, talented, and amazing people. Corey Adkins and Kizakoto. Doing the vocals. Or some of the vocals. There's still some sample libraries in there. I think one of them was sick that day. So that's one frame. And there's the other. Just a very, very flappy, flappy, gelatinous looking wing there. Perfect. Oh man. This is a really fun one. Really emotive. Actually, so where's the? It's ending A, right? Nope. The amount of time and effort you spend on all this is honestly impressive. Thank you so much. Just want to be able to, you know, build something that just A, feels, you know, good for me to do, and B, is, you know, that you guys will enjoy. Oops. Do I have Fracture Forest in here? No, I don't. What? I should have that in here. Should have that and Rift Rush in here. Let's just do that then. Sorry, I'm building up my playlist. My stream playlist, so I don't have to like come back to it again. But it's just like, you know, I want all of the tracks that I've made that are like, you know, I'm pretty proud of in here. So it's kind of like a double showcase per se. I can showcase like the music side of things while I animate and do all the animation sides of things. Fire playlist, thank you. This one was an original. It's very Sonic the Hedgehog-y as well, but it is an original track. Takes a lot of inspiration from Sonic Advance. That was another huge bit of my childhood, ironically. And there's like a Rift Rush version, which I feel like is sort of the way it was pitched to me by Pow Pow. She recommended the idea is like in Wario Land 4, or incidentally Pizza Tower, where you have to go back through the entire level, back through the portal after you hit the frog switch, as reality starts to the rift starts to collapse and reality begins to crumble around you. The world begins to crumble, I guess. Oh. This was fun to compose. This is sort of like Song of the Sisters from Dune. Okay, and his propeller from this frame from to this frame, or just keep it spinning. There we go. That's probably more than enough. Again, I find myself wanting to hear the non-instrumental version of this featuring Kiza. She did such good vocals for this. Oh my goodness. Jurgenvrin, I'm probably mispronouncing your name like hell, but thank you so much. Well, that bumped up the tip jar. Wow. That is extremely generous. Oh my goodness. Okay. He's gonna fly. Oh yeah, I gotta put this back the way it was. What is this? What is this beak doing? Wait! What is this beak doing? Papa? Papa, what is this beak doing? Oh yeah, hey guys, you wanna go fishing? Let's go fishing, okay? Remember that video of the goose getting like, I think it was a duck. Was it a goose or a duck that just got like clobbered in the beak by a horse, bucking it in the face in the beak? Oh my god! Hey guys, you wanna go fishing? Let's go fishing, okay? Oh, I'm putting that in the server. I'm putting that in the Mattercell server. You can find that picture in the... Oh my goodness. Today on the stream, Donkey gets... plastic circuit. Donkey gets a facelift. A beak lift. Ugh. No beak, Donkey. Donkey with no beak. Wait. I've turned that frown upside down. He's okay now. He... Something ain't right, though. Something ain't right. Oh my god. Someone in the server replied, POV, me before my first date checking if my bread smells bad. Just... You smell okay? I smell okay. Okay, let's do this. Oh my god, that's funny. I can't believe that. Okay, I need to like make sure that his head is not supposed to be moving yet. Neither are either of his neck muscles and chest. This is a pretty sure. This is non-aggression from Sonic Advance 3. This one's an original. You can find this one on my Avastera the Music Discs album. Oh yeah, that's next. And then just for fun, one day I was like, let's try Impossible Object, but in a different key. And I was like, this is kind of weird, but cool and, different. So I basically decided to make a new version of it, or another version of it on the same album with some, with some variations. Just a little bit of variations. It's kind of weird to kind of hear it in a different key, in a different style. And in swung rhythm, too. Wow, this is not... It's not the best. different section. Ooh, I forgot about that part. There's some errors in it. In the song. But all in all, it's fine. Maybe not this one again. It's getting about that time. Let me see if I can just find a good one to... good couple ones to end off with. Actually, sorry. There's one other that I have here. And it's for... it's from last stream. From the previous stream when I was working on a track called The Dreaded Day. Also known, you know, its new name, The Warm Glow of Disaster. I'll showcase it here at some point, or, you know, on this channel or my Technocinema channel. But yeah, this is the finished piece. Let's see if it'll render this. Yeah, that was the warm glow of disaster. That'll be. I have a I have a visualizer and a little bit of a backstory to that kind of little music visualizer video in the works. So hopefully that and Galactic Heroes will be on my channel soon. This probably I might double post, cause like I want you guys to see it too. Cause you know, there's my Technocinema YouTube channel and there's Mattercell here. But yeah, essentially, I'm building a new album. I'm building lots of, in addition to Oakhaven, by the way, which is almost done. Speaking of Oakhaven, though, next time I'm on, I might want your guys' input as to find ways to make this city a you know, a mix of familiar and unfamiliar. So I already have like the bendy Little Nightmares 2-esque buildings over here. I also have some, like, you know, some crazy looking rocks that might not even be from this plane of existence. Twisty building here, some floating rocks which you can't see. I think I actually have a collection for all of the floating stuff. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Let me turn off Simplify so you can kind of see what that looks like. There you go. And then those will be floating around. But yeah, Oakhaven is all about having the unfamiliar within the familiar, and I want to emphasize that. Maybe find some subtle ways of doing that, because look at this is the this is the best I've come up with so far. I need to find ways to convey things like that are at least adjacent to, I don't know, like the way that the void metal looks in Warframe on the Zeraman. Just all swirly and Mandelbrot-y. It could also just stay like this. It is pretty subtle. Or I don't know how subtle it is actually. It might be a little louder. Visually louder. I've conveniently left out the bits that show you the thing itself. At least most of it. You see it there. There's a little bit of the monster. But yeah, Fire hydrant in the middle of the street, or better still, fire hydrant, fire hydrant, icicles. It's like crystals growing from the... I think it's a Banksy. It's like crystals growing from the ceiling. Like, oh my goodness. Alright, let's... I'm gonna... There we go. Is that right? Is that good? Is that like... It's kind of blocking this, isn't it? Let me fix that. I'll make this a little smaller. Rotate it. And then put it back up there. Yes, yeah, we got your messages about the maintenance. Yeah, it appears fire hydrant crystals are growing out of your ceiling. Yeah, yeah, we don't exactly know what to do about that. We're kind of not trained in this particular field of we're not necessarily trained in pseudoscience. I think we're just gonna run the other way. Okay, thanks, bye. That is where I'm gonna leave it off though for the day. Hopefully I'll be on again tomorrow. I'm gonna make this a more regular thing. Or, you know, I've been swearing that I'm gonna make this more regular, but it hasn't happened yet. But now I am in a position where I can make it more regular. Despite the bruises and scabs that are plaguing me right now. So, thank you, everybody who tuned in. Thank you for, you know, thank you for chatting with me. I always like talking with you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Probably tomorrow.